Yo, what's up, guys? This is Nerve or Grim, whatever you want to call me. And today I have some more game battles footage. The last one that I posted on my channel, it was more or less just a clutch. It was a 1 versus 4, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I was also announcing that I had a gamertag change, and some of you guys didn't like that. And the reason why I changed my gamertag is because the reason why I was Nerve to begin with is because I was a part of Optic. And optic nerve is the nerve that travels between your brain and your eyeball, so it's kind of that response. And I thought that was cool. I like to have some kind of gamer tags that mean something. And Defy Nerve was just, it didn't mean anything at all. And that's the reason why I changed it. And I went back to one of my original gamer tags, which was called Grim. Obviously, this is something that is short for Grim Reaper. But when I was first playing Call of Duty 2, I was a part of a team called Gods, and Gods Grim Reaper was my gamer tag, and that's where the 1 came in. A lot of people had questions about that as well. Back in the day, Gods Grim Reaper with an I was actually so friends to my
gamer tag, and one of my favorite gamer tags. I always felt that that's pretty much when I started becoming good at games. I know that sounds really nerdy and stuff like that. But that's definitely when I started making some improvements and stuff like that, and becoming a part of some really good, talented teams. At that point in time, we were just in the building stages and stuff like that. But that team wanted to be 32-0. We didn't drop a map or anything like that. We were very good, and I kind of just love that gamer tag. I've always liked Grim Reaper. It's always had that attachment I've had to that gamer tag because of the success and pretty much where I started becoming a better gamer and stuff like that as far as competitive goes. And I just felt like it was time to make some kind of return to it and stuff like that. So I ended up doing that. But yeah, guys, I understand that you guys like Nerve and stuff like that. But I'm still the same guy, and still gonna bring the same commentaries and stuff like that. And hopefully you'll like it. And right there, that was awful aim. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in my competitive. Since this is a competitive match, I don't think I've ever discussed my competitive background. It started back on Call of Duty 2, and that's where I was a part of. My first team I ever joined was actually a pretty funny how everything worked out because all of them are pretty big YouTubers now. It was called Pro. And Pro actually had a guy named Pro Moose, which was Optic J, and Pro Grizz, which was obviously Grizz. And we used to go in there and play a lot of matches and stuff like that. And there's a guy named Marty McFly now, which is a reference to Back to the Future, but he was the leader of that team. He was called Propane. And my gamer tag was actually Pro Spec, SP3C. And that's because before I joined, my gamer tag was Spectator, because back on Call of Duty 2 it said you have been killed by, and at that point in time I thought it was cool. It said you have been killed by Spectator, because it was like, no one was playing, but yeah. So my gamer tag was Pro Spec. That was my first team, and then the team literally split in half. Half of them went to a team called CK, which was Serial Killers, which Jones was a part of. He went to CK Pops, was his gamer tag. And I went with a team called Con. So we left Pro and made Con. It was Convicts, and Grizz ended up going to Con along with some other people named Deadly Dan. He was a really chill guy. But mine was Con Spec. I kept the same gamer tag. And then, after a while, I felt like I wanted, that was more of a fun team. They ended up changing to Side by Side, which was one of the best teams to ever play Call of Duty 2. But at that point in time, I wanted to take it a little bit more serious and try to get involved because I thought it was something that was very interesting and very fun. It was something I really enjoyed doing, is playing a lot of competitive matches. So what I did is I ended up joining a team called Gods, and that's where I got Gods Grim Reaper. And like I said, that team was 32-0. Moving from Call of Duty 2 to Call of Duty 4, I ended up bringing back the team named Gods. We changed it quite a bit because there was some of the old leaders. There was 4 people that were involved, and some of the people didn't really like that, so I felt it was okay to go ahead and change the name. We changed the name to Pure Excellence, which was a really good team name, I thought. So my name, I tend to change it whenever a new game comes out, but it was Flatline PX. And then Pure Excellence quickly died off. It was the same team. We just changed the name. We didn't really like it because we came up with a new team name, which we liked a lot, and it was called Surreal Legacy. And that's where we kind of took Call of Duty 4 pretty serious, because at this point in time we skipped Call of Duty 3 and we moved to Call of Duty 4, and we were 145-3 on Call of Duty 4 in the competitive on game battles and stuff like that. We were runner-up at MLGA kickoff. We were MLGC champions. We did a lot of tournaments on AIX Gamers, which we did very well in. So, I mean, we were a very talented team, considered to be one of the best teams to play. Actually, we had 3 different teams on Surreal Legacy. It was SL Black, SL Red, SL Blue, I think it was. And most of them were made up from old Rainbow Six Vegas pros. And whatever else was left, we had a bunch of Call of Duty people, and pretty much anybody that was in that team, I would say the majority of the Call of Duty 4 pros were a part of Surreal Legacy at one point in time, as far as for that game. I mean, there was a lot of people that were a part of that team, and it was a very talented team. And then I moved to Optic Gaming for Modern Warfare 2, and I'll get in touch with that on the next video. So if you guys like this competitive background and knowing where I came from, just let me know, and I'll keep doing it. Get in a little bit more depth about each team and stuff like that, and be looking out for some more game battles footage, because that's what we've been playing lately for fun. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been Nerve. As you see, I went 25-13 with 3 captures and 4 defense. So take it easy, guys, and post in the comments below what you want.